Again, everybody, I'm covering the address here on a box. You know what that means? Another unboxing video. Now, I don't really buy much stuff anymore unless I see a great bargain, and this was a great bargain. So I think that's what I bought. So let's get it out and have a look. I'll just up the first one. Oh, great. So, a Piko 1970s Deutsche Reichsbahn East Germany coach. Now, these are great. If you want to model German, first of all, if you want to model German railways from a good period where you can run full-length trains, and the Eastern Germany before 1990 is a really good one, particularly this ones in the 70s and 80s. These coaches are actually full length, but they're significantly shorter than the UIC, standard European long coaches. So you can actually run long rakes of these on your layout, prototypical ones, and they will just be great. I mean, they will do the business for realistic long trains. Very well made coaches. I've always been impressed by how they made stuff back in the 70s in Piko in Eastern Germany that had better close coupling than anything on the West. Now you can see they have these rocking bogies, so they ride over rough track. You see, they're like, not only do you have the wheels, but the bogies are on a like a pivot, like a seesaw type thing. So they ride up and down on poor track, and I'm pretty sure there's lighting in these as well. Now, these might be AC versions. It doesn't matter. They look like Miracle AC wheels. In fact, I think they are. But this is an easy conversion to AC or DC, and the buffers are intact. The end corridors are intact. If the wheels are missing, that was no big deal. I was going to replace them anyway. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a real big fan of East German railways in the 1970s and 80s. Because you could run anything from steam to electric to diesel, and there's all kinds of interesting passenger and freight operations from the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. So that's the first one. Now, the second one was kind of like a booby prize that came in it. But I've been kind of looking at TT stock because I'm just looking at it. I'm fascinated by it, especially since it's taken off. You have I know it's a British different scale, but I've noticed that this was in the box. So anything that has a lot now that might have a TT piece in it, I'll pick it up. So it's the Dior Doppelstock. Again, I just wanted to see what it looked like. I wanted to examine it. This kind of thing. The whole package, the box was very inexpensive, so I didn't really suffer in any way. I don't know if this is Berliner Bahn or Rocal or some other company that made these, but that's them there. It's a 4-piece Doppelstock commuter set from the Dior. And again, I just wanted to have a quick look and explore into TT. I know I'll probably fix these up and sell them on. I don't think I'm going to get into TT, but I never actually had a decent look at this Eastern European TT stuff that people speak quite highly of. So that's the first piece of TT stock I ever got, and it really was just a booby prize within this box. That's the only reason I got that. It'd be an interesting thing to explore. There might be other TT stuff in here. There's the other part of the seating that was fell out of the TT section. Now, this wasn't on the list, but he threw in the box. I notice people on eBay do this now and again, and he threw this in. It's a nice Germanic house. It has that Eastern European look. Again, it's HO, you can tell by the figure. But I often think these houses are under scale, having been to see the real things. So they're use of both TT scale and HO. In HO, they make good buildings for the background. So it's quite a nice one. I like this facade here. See it? Yes, about another one. This is a real antique. This is a very ancient Mitropa dining wagon from early Piko, early 1950s. And it's not the scale, but it's got a certain charm about it, and it's just, I think it's something, it's a piece of model train history. And I've got like a shelf, and I'm even thinking of building kind of a layout to just place stuff like this on it, like these curiosities on it, just for display purposes. And it's tin plate, and there's a great charm in these. And also, you can run them in your layout too. What's the harm? There's no harm. And another Dior coach. This time the bogies need replacing, and they're definitely AC. Again, I can fix these up. This is just a long-term project to collect these and repair them and fix them up whatever way I can. I might even change the bogies on this one. That's a second Dior intercity coach. This is a heavy one. Feels like a locomotive. Very heavy. Gee. Well, look what we have here. Okay, this is a tender, but is it powered? It certainly weighs an absolute ton. And I know I've seen these. These are the tenders. It looks like there's a motor or something. There is a motor. Look, there's traction tires. So it's a tender drive of a particular type of locomotive that I know went. Again, I've seen these and I've always been fascinated by are they diesel drive? Are they oil drive? Or was it a subsidy? Does anyone know anything about this particular type of tender? I know the locomotive that they were with, a lot of them went to the Soviet Union, but they didn't use these tenders. But wow, the weight of this thing, fascinating. So if anybody got any information on this tender, why it's powered, and what it's supposed to represent, and why there's like diesel fans on it, let me know. Is it probably a kind of a wartime austerity thing to run locomotives on oil? Because that was done here in Ireland. During World War II. Many steam locomotives were converted to work on oil. Okay, two things here. We have this no markings on it, but quite a detailed model. I'd say, is it Marklin? No, I'd say this is Piko. It's interesting how blank but it has these statuicons, which are removable. Let me see the other one fell in here. But it's a very nice model, I have to say, even though there's no detail on the bottom. It's a very, very interesting flat wagon. It says Dior on it. Now here is a wine wagon. I have loads of these, and this one is MAV, so that's Hungarian Railways. And this piece fell off here, is strap. Quite a nice, well-made model. It looks like a good quality one. It's got a lot of under-frame detail. It's a DC, no, it's an AC, I think. Again, I can't tell. I'll have to check that. What's this here? Oh, this is part of the strapping around the front here. Interesting. And the last one. And it's a Thunderbox, and it's made by Piko. And I have some of these in Markman, but they're AC. This is a nice one. These are basically built from old Prussian coaches in Germany, and they're called Thunderboxes, not directly because they rattle and shake. They were called Thunderboxes because they made the noise similar to a toilet, a joke name for a certain kind of wooden toilet. in Germany is a thunderbox. So you got to leave your imagination to as to why. But then the name applied to these. This is a pretty nice one. I'm really, again, this is something you can actually run into the 1970s on an East German layout, and it's fine. It'll be fine. So that's today's booty. So very happy about these two because they're the two intercity coaches. This is a lovely piece of railway nostalgia and like that. Interesting flat car I've never seen before. A building, and the most intriguing of all, why there's a power tender. What does power tender mean? And can someone explain to me what this power tender is? Thank you.